to Elder Scrolls Online. We completed the prologue quest for Blackwood, and the quest now has taken us here to Leowin, and we are to report a deadly secret to Captain Randlore.
You have my word. If the counselor is in Leowin or the surrounding countryside, the Ivory Brigade will find her. Not now, citizen. Can't you see I have my hands full at the moment? I'm sure a guard or one of my brigadines can assist you.
I heard you were looking for help. Brigadine Antius sent me.
Why didn't you say so? Leowin's problems are legion, and now the Wood Elf Archer's predictions seem to be coming true. Damn these old Imperial secrets. Counselor Jirik has disappeared, and the Ivory Brigade is already spread too thin for my liking.
Tell me more about this Wood Elf Archer and the Imperial secrets.
The Wood Elf, Everly Sharparrow. She brought news that the Dark Brotherhood was targeting members of the Elder Council, all because of some secret of the Longhouse Emperors. We took her warning seriously, but Jirik refused Brigadine protection.
You think the Dark Brotherhood harmed Counselor Jirik?
With that guild of assassins, I'm not sure what to think. But Jirik is missing, and I don't have enough brigadines at the ready to conduct the proper search. You look capable. So, care to earn some gold and help us determine the Counselor's fate?
I'll help find Counselor Jirik.
Here, let me update your map. These are places Jirik visits during her daily routine. If something befell her, it happened somewhere along this path. Meanwhile, I have Everly Sharparrow checking locations in the city. She was very eager to help.
Tell me more about the situation in Leowin.
On paper, Countess Caro rules Leowin, but in practice, the Chamber of Legates governs the city. Legates Tabezako and Amhalu, and Counselor Leviticus. They handle day-to-day tasks. Me, I'm commander of the Ivory Brigade, Leowin's militia.
You mentioned your soldiers were stretched too thin.
Indeed. Since the fall of the Empire, the Ivory Brigade had to redouble its efforts to replace the Imperial legions. We maintain active defenses in the north to keep the ongoing war at bay, but we have our hands full with refugees, bandits, and such.
Ongoing war?
The Three Banners War. Let the alliances fight over the Ruby Throne as long as they leave us in peace. I just wish I had more soldiers to spare for this new threat that Everly Sharparrow brought to our attention.
Alright. Alright, so we did find the cave right here. Go down in here. I was expecting an instance, but it's literally just a cave. Letter to Counselor Leviticus. Chief Counselor Leviticus, while our time serving together on the Imperial Elder Council is long past, I still consider you both a colleague and a friend. I know I ignored the warning the Wood Elf brought you. Refused to believe that old secrets still held any power or any danger. I was wrong. I received a letter from Pharaoh Lupus today, which if the report of his death are accurate, he must have sent before he was murdered, and I fear that I am being followed. I thought I caught a glimpse of a dark figure watching me from the rocks. During my island walk this morning, I was so rattled by the sight that I dropped Farrell's letter. I didn't realize I had lost it until I had almost reached the cave. Alright. This must be related to a project Emperor Morica gave Arslan. 20 years passed. He needed caretakers for some sort of storage vaults, and I procured them. Set up my contract, paid the costs, but was long ago. Even as I write this, I feel the noose drawing tight. If you receive this, tell the others, convince them to heed the warning and accept your assistance. The secret of Longhouse Emperors, I think, is time. It has really been the death of me. Alright. So, now... Oh, maybe we'll go back to that second location. I see. We need to come here first. That should have been a little bit more clearly stated. They shouldn't even show me that other area first. It's a little confusing. Alright. Now we go back across the river. Cool looking area. Cool castle. Leowin. A lot of extra quests around. I don't really want to mess with the other quests. I just want to do the main quest. Main quest it is. Let's see. We're looking for her. Find Counselor Jarek. Ah. Letter from Pharaoh Lupus. Counselor Jarek, I hope this letter finds you. This is the one that he gave him. Okay. Talk to Melina.
Counselor Jarek? Oh, pardon me. You're not the counselor. Apologies. I heard you stumbling about and thought it might be Counselor Jarek.
Who are you?
Oh, no one important, I assure you. I'm simply one of the counselor's aides. I help her with paperwork mostly. Run errands, that sort of thing.
Captain Rena sent me to find the counselor. He thinks she might be in danger.
She initially refused the captain's offer, but she received a letter that made her uneasy. Last I saw, she was headed back to the city by way of the Eastern Gate. But she never returned to her manor, so I came to look for her. Please, find her.
Alright. Find Counselor Jarek. Yeah. Oh, there she is right there. Just sitting up against the thing. Like she also got.
I refused to believe, but Farrell, Leviticus, they were right.
What happened to you, Counselor?
I was attacked. An assassin. You must warn the others, the counselors. Leofic's secret, it will be the death of us all.
Well, oh, look, there's everybody.
Damn, we're too late!
He's always like a little too late.
Damn it. Looks like we were both too late. It's just like I expected when we found that list with all the counselors' names on it. I hate being right when somebody dies. Glad to see you made it here, by the way. Did you happen to see who killed her?
I didn't see who attacked her, but there's a note beside her body.
The mark of the Dark Brotherhood, just like Farrell Lupus. Remember I said I was going to find Leviticus? Well, I did. And turns out, he's the head of the city's Chamber of Legates. I just wish another person hadn't died because of this damn secret.
Remind me about the secret?
The secret of the Longhouse Emperors. It has something to do with the 4 ambitions of Mehrunes Dagon. I think they're Daedric weapons, but that's all we know so far. Remember, I was working for Farrell Lupus. He sent me to find that strange tome.
I found a letter to Counselor Jarek from Pharaoh Lupus. It warned her that she was in danger.
Right, and we found that list with all the counselors' names on it. Farrell's too. The one that suggested they all knew something about the ambitions. Since Farrell was murdered, I figured the others were in danger too. Looks like I was right.
You know where the rest of the counselors are?
Let me have your map. This is where Counselors Valeria and Sophis were last time I checked. Go warn them. Convince them the threat is real. Then meet me at Counselor Jarek's manor in the city. Maybe we can find something more about this secret.
Alright. That'll work.
We weren't expecting visitors. Are you here to see the counselor? Are you here to speak with Counselor Sophis? I'm afraid my husband has taken our dog for a walk. Is there something I could help you with, perhaps?
I need to find the counselor. He may be in danger.
Danger? What are you talking about? Does this have something to do with that letter? And who are you, by the way?
Captain Ryan sent me to check on the counselor Sophis.
Captain Rianne? I see. Well, if the Ivory Brigade sent you, my husband likes to walk our dog Chero along the tree line. Go on and find him. I'll wait here in case he returns.
You mentioned a letter?
My husband, Valen, received a letter from an old friend this morning. Farl Lupus, Emperor Leovic's steward. I could see that whatever was in that letter upset him, but he didn't want to discuss it, and I didn't push him. Now please, go find him.
Right. God of War. Oh. Let's see, that is straight ahead. Find Counselor Sophus. Ooh, waterfall. It's nice. Uh-oh.
What's taking you so long? They should...
Valen! No! Oh, Valen! Oh, my love! What happened? I thought Captain Rihan sent you to protect my husband!
I was too late. He was already dead when I found him.
You know, Valen acted strange after the letter from Farl Lupus arrived. He didn't tell me what it said, and I never asked. Before he left today, he gave me a sealed scroll, said to give it to Counselor Leviticus if anything ever happened to him.
A scroll?
A scroll, sealed and bearing my husband's stamp. Take it. Give it to Counselor Leviticus. I hope it helps catch whoever murdered my husband. I'll summon the town guard. They'll help me with my husband.
That's sad. Well, there's Chero, there's a dog. Huh. There's a lot of players right now. Warn Counselor Faria. Where is this one? Ah, so she's like around.
Well?
The cool castle. Eulogy for Emperor Baron. Lord Abner Tharn, Council of the Outer Council. Oh, Interesting.
Stay alert. I have it on good authority that I'm in danger.
Of course, Counselor.
Step back and state your business. I have every reason to believe that my life is in danger. If you so much as make a threatening gesture, the Brigandine will dismember you. He has very strict orders on that regard.
I'm working for Captain Rian Liar. I sent to tell you the threat is real.
I was beginning to suspect as much. Very well. Tell me everything that you have learned. Leave nothing out. I want to hear it all.
The Dark Brotherhood has already murdered Pharaoh Lupus and Counselor Jarek.
Lupus? Emperor Leovic's old steward? And Jarek as well? Gods, they are targeting the Elder Council. Anything else? Tell me. The slightest detail could mean the difference between life and death.
We think it has something to do with Laervic's secret, something called the Four Ambitions.
The ambitions? I heard that term once before, years ago. I must go to Tidewater Cave. I have a cache hidden there, and I need to check my records. Meanwhile, I suggest you find Jirik's files. She kept them in a hidden compartment in her nightstand.
Your records include information on Liarovik's secret?
Possibly. I oversaw the Imperial Treasury, so my records deal with expenditures and collections. I have documents going as far back as Emperor Morikar, possibly even Durkarach, and I know I saw that term someplace. I will see what I can find.
How did you know Counselor Jirik?
Extremely well. We were rivals as well as colleagues on the Elder Council. It was that way between all of the counselors, I suppose. Her death is a tragedy, however.
Right, investigate Counselor Jirik's manor. Alright, so that's back in Leyawen. Whoa. Alright. Check out the manor. Alright, so around the corner. Talk to Everly Sharp Arrow.
Oh, hey! I'm glad you're here. I've been searching all over, but I could use your help. This place is huge. Why do rich people need so many rooms? Oh, but tell me, did you warn the counselors like I asked?
Rilla has protection and is going to search her records, but I was too late to save Sophus.
Sophus is dead? Damn! Was it the Dark Brotherhood? What am I saying? Of course it was! I've torn this place apart, but so far I haven't found anything related to Imperial secrets or the ambitions. Maybe you can spot something I missed.
Chancellor Valeria told me Jirik kept records hidden in a compartment in her nightstand.
I knew you'd be a help, but I didn't expect you to just have the answer the moment you walked in. Good job! Counselor Jirik's bedroom is upstairs. Let's see if we can find that hidden compartment.
Right? There it is. Council Chair, it is time to rally the caretakers and move the ambitions. The new vault location should resume their safety and keep hidden until I have a high priest called for them. The forces loyal to the traitor Baron draw ever closer, and we can allow the ambitions to fall into their hands. This is the official order. Act immediately. This line is written in a complex imperial code. Emperor Leovic.
A hidden compartment? I love it! I mean, I hate that people have died, but... So, what did you find?
It's an order from Emperor Leovic. He told Jirik to move the ambitions, but at the last line, it's a code.
Let me see that. That's a code, all right. Some of the other documents I found use something similar. You know, I'm really starting to hate all this secrecy surrounding the ambitions.
Your brother Baragon helped us before. Do you think he can decipher it?
I'm almost certain of it. And Councillor Leviticus knows my brother. We talked about him a bit when I arrived. If there isn't a qualified scribe nearby, I can send for my brother. Let's go to Leyawen Castle and talk to Leviticus.
I'll meet you at Leyawen Castle.
I can't help feeling that once we solve the secret of the Longhouse Emperors, we'll know how to stop the Dark Brotherhood from murdering any more of the counselors. I'll see you at the castle.
All right. Like a medieval castle. I like it. Yeah.
I need your report, mercenary. Word reached me that Councillor Jirik was murdered. What about Sophus and Valeria? And did you find definitive proof that the Dark Brotherhood is our culprit?
Councillor Sophus has been murdered too, but Valeria is safe. These notes were on each of their bodies.
That's the Black Hand, symbol of the Dark Brotherhood. I wish Jirik and Sophus had allowed me to assign brigadines to protect them. At least Valeria, however reluctantly, agreed to a military escort. Did you and Everly uncover any other information?
We gathered a few documents we think Councillor Leviticus should see.
It appears that Councillor Leviticus's trust in the Wood Elf was not misplaced. Very well. You and Everly can head in and talk to the Councillor.
Alright. We can do that.
Captain Rian and the Ivory Brigade will deal with the Dark Brotherhood. We are perfectly safe in here.
Your damn empire, Leviticus. It no longer exists, but it still causes us trouble.
You must be the mercenary that Captain Rian told me about. And I see you're working with Everly Sharparrow. Good. Good. I assume you have something to report. I'm listening.
Councillor Jirik and Sophus were murdered. These notes were left beside the bodies.
Damn it all to Oblivion and back. I should have taken Pharo Lupus more seriously when I received his letter. This is definitely the mark of the Dark Brotherhood. Anything else to add to this?
Jirik and Sophus left behind documents, and part of them is written in code.
Yes, that's the Longhouse Emperor's code. Only a handful of Imperial scribes can decipher it. I know one. Baragon. I'll send for him at once. Meanwhile, we must warn the remaining councillors on the list. Eivor, Valeria, Itinia, and Vandacia.
Councillor Valeria is under guard, collecting her records from Tidewater Cave.
Very good. I've sent messages to Itinia and Vandacia already, as neither of them are currently within Leowin's jurisdiction. I need you to go to Fort Blueblood. Councillor Eivor has taken refuge there, but I'd prefer to have her here in Leowin.
I'll go to Fort Blueblood and talk to Councillor Eivor.
Everything we do now must be swift if we are to get ahead of this. Go to Fort Blueblood and convince Councillor Eivor to return to the city. She'll be safer here than at the fort.
Okay.
Fort Blueblood? That's to the east across the river. I'll meet you there.
Looking for it.
Look, Councillor Leviticus and Captain Rian sent me. I need to see Councillor Eivor now.
And what about my sister? She hasn't been seen since she took the Councillor her meal.
Councillor Eivor was very clear about this. She doesn't want to be disturbed.
Talk to Commander Oten.
Oh, another mercenary. Is our Ivory Brigade so enfeebled that Captain Rian must resort to hiring sellswords? Look, as I told the Wood Elf, Councillor Eivor was quite insistent. She doesn't want to be disturbed.
Captain Rian and Councillor Leviticus sent us. Do you really want to get in the way of their mission?
All right, enough. I can see when I'm being overruled. Very well. I give you permission to enter the watchtower. Councillor Eivor's safety is now in your hands.
Why is that servant in an uproar?
Lurius? Oh, something about his sister. She's another servant here at the fort. Works in the kitchen, I believe. Apparently, she brought the councillor her meal. He says she never returned, but the servants look for any opportunity to sneak off.
Why did Councillor Eivor come to Fort Blueblood?
The councillor demanded we protect her. Said her life was in danger, but refused to give me any details. Imperial confidentiality, she insisted, above my station. I put her up in the watchtower and assigned a couple of brigadines to guard her.
Right.
Oh no! Councillor Eivor's been murdered! But where's the servant? The Dark Brotherhood's calling card. Of course they tore out the pages and took them, just when we were so close to finding out Ebor's meal is still warm. So what happened to the servant that delivered it? We have a door locked from the outside, a dead counselor, and a missing servant. Did the assassin take off with both the torn-out journal pages and the servant? Anyway, they not only murdered Ebor, they probably know how to find the ambitions now.
How did the murderer get in and out of the watchtower without the brigandines noticing?
See that rope hanging from the top of the tower? Bet my bottom acorn that's how the assassin got in and out. But the missing servant... something about that is knocking on the back of my head. And why would the Dark Brotherhood take those pages?
Maybe the Dark Brotherhood wants the Daedric weapons for themselves.
Maybe. But everything I've read about the Dark Brotherhood never suggested they would be interested in weapons of war, if that's even what the ambitions are. Damn it, we're loosing arrows in the dark here. Let's tell Commander Orton about Ebor.
Alright.
So, will Counselor Ebor be returning with you to Leowyn? Am I finally going to be able to get my fort back in order?
Counselor Ebor has been murdered.
Murdered? Gods, keep your voice down. Do you want to start a panic? Tell me what you found in the watchtower.
Ebor's meal was still warm but untouched, and the assassin left a calling card.
Let me see that. A black handprint. The sign of the Dark Brotherhood. But where is the servant, Talais? Is she involved in this fiasco? And how did she and the assassin get out of the watchtower? My brigandines never left their post.
There was a rope hanging from the ceiling of the watchtower.
Well, that explains some of it, but not all. We need to locate Talais. Since you're already involved in working for Captain Rian, I want you to quietly try to find Talais. Start by talking to the other servants in the kitchen and dining hall.
Alright. Yep.
Your sister is fine. This one is certain.
Then where could she be? She would never neglect her duties.
Probably found a dark corner and someone to snuggle with. This one does that. Pleasant days, visitors.
Commander.
How can this one assist?
Commander Oten asked to find Talisi. Any idea where she would...
Ah, Talais. She worries her brother so. She asked me where we kept the hot root flakes. Counselor Ebor sprinkles them on every dish. I told her they are in the pantry, but you need the key from the kitchen to unlock the door.
All right, grab a broom and start sweeping.
What? No, that's Talais's job.
And do you see Talais
Another
anywhere?
new face in the fort? First Counselor Ebor, now you and that cute wood elf. Look, I'd love to chat, but Talais has wandered off and left me to handle her chores.
I'm trying to find Talais. Any idea where she would look?
She took the Counselor her meal and hasn't returned. Did you check the watchtower? Ebor's a little old, but maybe Talais decided to improve her station, if you catch my meaning. Ebor reeks of fear. Maybe Talais finds that attractive.
What do you mean, the counselor reeks of fear?
Well, she's been acting like a frightened guar since she arrived. Stays locked up in the watchtower. Only lets a single servant in at a time. And I hear she's been burning papers. Documents of some kind. She's scared out of her wits, if you ask me.
The servants come to the kitchen to mutter and gossip. This one will not have it. Misaba asks that you do not distract them overly long, as they are already naturally lazy. What is it that you need?
Commander Oten asked us to locate Talasi. Any idea where she might be?
That young woman. She has not returned from the watchtower, so her chores remain undone. And she took the pantry key with her when she went. It is no longer hanging on its hook. That is a clear violation of the kitchen rules. A clear violation.
Where is the pantry?
The pantry is in the cellar, but the door is around the side of the building. Therese mumbled something about how the counselor loves hot root flakes, grabbed the key and the tray of food and went off. This one hasn't seen her since.
Before we check the pantry, let's talk. So, what did we learn? Counselor Eibor was frightened, but that's understandable. Interesting that she was burning documents. Her journal indicated that she knew more than the others. And Therese visited the pantry before heading to the watchtower.
Do you think we should take a look in the pantry?
Couldn't hurt. And every mystery novel I ever read taught me you should always follow up on every clue, even the ones that seem insignificant. Let's check the pantry and see if she was looking for more than hot root flakes down there.
Alright. Is it on the outside of it? Yeah. Why would the pantry be on the outside of the building? It's pretty stupid. Nope. It looks like she's dead too.
Damn it! They murdered Therese too! Why would the Dark Brotherhood murder... Oh no! We need to talk about this. Alright, I think I figured it out. The assassin followed Therese down here, murdered her, and took her place so they could gain access to the watchtower. Pretty clever, but they didn't have to kill her.
Does this sound like the usual way the Dark Brotherhood operates?
No, not from what I've read anyway. I thought they only killed those whose names appeared on their contracts. I can't imagine anyone asked them to kill a poor servant.
Should we return to Leowen and inform Councillor Leviticus and Captain Rian?
Yes, but we still need to check on Councillor Valeria, and someone needs to go to Gideon and make sure that Councillor Van Dacia is all right. Can I leave those tasks to you? I want to return to Leowen and consult with Councillor Leviticus.
I can check with Valeria and Vadicia. But we also need to inform Commander Oten about this murder.
Oh, good point. Before you head out, report to Commander Orton. Tell him what happened to Therese, and how we think the assassin slipped into the watchtower undetected. His brigadiers need to be able to recognize an imposter when they see one.
I'll report to Commander and contact the 2 remaining counselors, and then we'll meet you and Leowen.
After you report to the Commander, make contact with Councillors Valeria and Van Dacia. Valeria went to Tidewater Cave to get her records, and Van Dacia works in the Gideon Courthouse. Cracked acorns! I suddenly had the weirdest feeling come over me.
All right. You talked to the fort's servants and rummaged around in our pantry. What's the verdict? Did you find the missing servant?
Therese in the pantry. The assassin murdered her, pretended to be here, and got into the watchtower.
That's horrible. Are you sure? No. Of course you're sure. No one would lie about something like that. I'll tell her brother what happened and send someone to tend to her body. Gods, what a day this has been.